I can honestly say that the vibe of this show is truly something special. Come on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You just don't see these.
I know.
I mean,
Oh, look, Rainbow Bright.
I need that.
You need that?
Yeah.
Look, it says Froggy, and it's a gremlin, it says.
You know, I was told that Hoosier Collecticon, you gotta bring the grails.
That's gnarly.
Sweet. Appreciate you.
Crispy.
And will you mind sign this one too?
Of course I will. You want that one in black or green?
Green. Perfect. Oh, you prefer? Yeah, whatever you prefer.
It's right there?
Yep.
Who else is that? Oh, Pixel Dan.
Yep. I knew he was gonna be
Dual autograph with Pixel Dan. One of a kind right there.
Sweet, yes,
I've never
sir.
signed anything with Pixel Dan before.
I appreciate you, man.
That's awesome, man. Let me put this back in here for you.
I appreciate it.
As you may already know, my friend Tim and I recently hosted our second vintage toy show called Hoosier Collecticon 2 right here in Greenfield, Indiana. It was an amazing day of buying, selling, trading, meeting people, hanging out, seeing things that you did not even know existed. After the conversations I've had, the posts I've seen, the videos people have made, I can honestly say that the vibe of this show is truly something special.
I got this for you.
Well, thank you so much. What's your name?
Haley, my name's Haley.
Our original vision was not to have the biggest toy show out there. It was to have a show that only featured vintage toys. Now, I do like to add that that does not mean we have anything against modern toys or custom toys or anything like that. It's just that our passion lies in vintage toy collecting, and that's what we wanted this show to be. The amazing vendors that we have understand that vision, and they made this show an overwhelming success. Now, the most notable challenge that we experienced happened in the wee hours of the morning when we were hit by a pretty freak snowstorm after a couple weeks of unseasonably warm weather. I know that it caused quite a few people not to be able to travel, and that is a major bummer. Looks pretty busy so far. I wasn't sure with the weather, but there was a huge line already.
Yeah.
People are spending money.
We're going to test my skills driving back to South Carolina this afternoon.
It should be fine by then.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say before we get too far along, the next show, Hoosier Collecticon 3, is happening on September 14th, 2025 at the same place, the Hancock County Fairgrounds in Greenfield, Indiana. So I will post that Facebook page in the description below. Go ahead and put it on your calendar now because you're not going to want to miss it. Now, for me and Tim, it was a very long day. We were there from about 5 o'clock in the morning till the early hours of the evening. So, of course, I couldn't have a camera going the whole time. And I'm sure there's lots of moments that I wish I would have been able to capture. But I was able to film quite a bit. So I think the best way to handle this would just be to show you some of my favorite moments that I was able to get on video and interject throughout with some of my favorite pickups that I was able to find. Some things I'm willing to bet that you may have never even seen before. You just never know on these things. You never know.
I know. I've been doing it a long time.
Yep.
You just never know.
My taste is not everybody's taste.
That's right.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much, man.
We watch your videos all the time.
I appreciate
She
that.
already grabbed your autograph.
Yep. I appreciate you guys coming down for it. Thank you so much.
I got something for you.
Oh. What? Come on.
I've been into like 3D printing.
Come on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's cool.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron?
Jeffers. Yep. I'm from Wellston, where Nick, Retro Rocket.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got me down this rabbit hole.
Nice.
And I started watching your videos, and now I'm
That's so
down
cool.
the rabbit hole, man. So
That's so awesome, man. Thank you so much.
appreciate it. You're
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
cool, man. Have a
Very
good
cool.
one.
Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
good luck.
Joe, what do you have on this? 150?
You send me a picture and I see.
Is it? I can't even remember.
The tape's popped, but I don't think it was taken out. I want this.
It's clean. It's pretty nice.
That's really cool.
Sweet. Thanks,
Thank you,
brother.
sir. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I like this much better than the standard version.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Awesome, man.
Thanks, bro.
Good luck to you.
just want to say thank you for your YouTube channel.
Well, thank you so much. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you, man.
I've got a new baby on the way.
Oh, nice.
With me and my daughter. My wife was sick with pregnancy for months.
Yeah.
And it gave us something chill we could watch.
Well, that's awesome.
And she is actually learning about toys.
Nice.
We sit there and talk to her about it. So thank you for helping.
Well, very cool, man.
You have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you. Have fun.
Anthony, what's he from?
That is an awesome line called Galoob Galaxy Rangers. Super, super hard to find. That's all I had until yesterday. I did a huge deal for the whole line.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta sell that one now.
Wow.
That's the coolest figure. It's called Captain Kidd.
Yeah.
He originally came with like this little carpet thing over his back, plus a gun. But they're tough.
Okay. I thought he was Black Star, or like just.
Oh, much better than Black Star.
Game start. Look, they have Care Bears.
Care Bear.
Oh, look, Rainbow Bright.
I need that.
You need that?
Yeah.
Which one? Those are vintage.
This one.
Okay, you want a Rainbow Bright?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll take a Rainbow Bright.
So as you can see, even with the vintage focus and 2 buildings full of high-end grails, there's still things that can get people of any age or any budget excited. On the day of the show, the first thing that got my juices flowing was this 1983 Galoob Talking Mr. T. I actually noticed it in Joe's booth the day of setup, and I kind of meant to ask about it, but then I forgot. I'm very glad it was still there. I just don't see this talking version very often. You see the other one all the time. I've had one for a long time. But to find such a nice, clean, unused, complete talking Mr. T, I was pretty excited.
You're crazy.
Oh, very cool.
I have them or not, but I found them on a flea market in Houston.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like, I got them in powder.
Those are awesome.
Here's the other one.
Oh, nice.
Pretty clean.
What do you got on these?
Yeah, man. How much are these?
No, I got a few. I got
seriously?
Part of a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
I do want to go ahead and get one of the ball. Get the same.
Yeah.
Do
you want to look at both of them?
Yeah.
See which one you like better?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't have shows though there, so I saw it. Part of a bunch of glass on mine. I was like,
How'd it end up there? It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the best offer you've gotten on these so far? Keep looking at them.
You just don't see these.
I know.
I think the best I can do would probably be 1,600. You don't see that many together.
Got like
it's like the Holy Grail.
I got like 3 big boys I'm considering right now, but I keep walking past these.
You can find the figures,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't find the figures.
Right.
Thank you. These right here are like $250
Thank you, John.
for the shield.
Sure.
The material is awesome. Feel it, that rubbery stuff.
Yep.
These right here, they look like the KO weapons, but they're not. The texture is so much different. So these shields are really hard to find. If you see them listed on eBay, they're like $200.
Is it the same one that like Spectratron used?
Same.
Yeah.
Spectratron.
Because that looks like my
Flexatron,
Death
same.
Force shield right there.
It's the same. Then you got these 2. So there's 3 different colors on shields. You're gonna have gray, blue, and red.
What goes with who, or was it just kind of random?
They kind of mix them up.
Yeah, like the combos and stuff
There's
like that.
there's only like 5 or 6 different ones. It's not a huge line. This is the hand for a Spectratron.
Okay.
I bought it because somebody had it listed in a group, like literally like this.
Yeah, like I got a Death Force leg.
Yeah, like that. Look.
Spare.
And then they had this broken cat.
Yeah, that's cool
This
too.
cat is super cool.
Was that from that line, or?
This is from Spectratron.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hold the fork, John. You can still get like 2 for $5.
Kind of want to buy all these and open them all. Just right here on video.
I'll sell them to you cheap just so
Oh
you do
man, what a reaction that was. Let's go up this one. What you got on that, Sean?
$30, dude.
Okay. What do you have on that? On the Fright Glove?
We're asking 125.
Okay.
I go 100.
Okay. One thing about that one,
Yeah,
I got the
it's pretty sick.
I got the Freddy Krueger one. I like that one better.
The graphics on the card is what makes it.
But like even that thing's so hard to display though.
Guaranteed to turn your dreams into nightmares.
It's pretty neat. I've never seen that one before.
Our dreams into screams, yeah.
I mean, it's basically the same thing as the Freddy one, right?
Yeah.
Longs.
Our friend Brandon made this. It's based on like early 90s Russ.
Late 80s, yeah.
Late 80s Russ. Made these little dudes. And this is our prototype. And he used the face hologram out of a Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah. And I don't know where he got the rest of it
He
from.
won't tell us like where the plush came from, but I'll find out at some point.
But 3D printed those. I think he sculpted these. It's incredible. He's an incredible artist.
We actually got offered $1,000 for it today.
Really?
Yeah, but we're working on hopefully doing a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So we just brought it off to show off, and so far, dude, we've had so many people try to buy it, and everybody loves it. I know we love it.
Dude legit offers a grand.
It feels like it's kind of meant to be. So we're gonna try to get the Kickstarter going on these as soon as we can.
What's the end goal with the Kickstarter? Like to produce 1,000 or produce? Like...
I don't know. We haven't really got that.
We haven't got that far yet. We're in the early stages of pre-production. For this guy.
I think it was like 2 days ago. We're like, you know what? We should do a Kickstarter for this. So. But yeah, I think we're gonna try to do whatever we can figure out, whatever a good run would be, and But yeah, I think that's great.
I like it. I think it's neat.
Yeah, cool.
I wondered if you would.
I did not think I had another one. I don't know if this matches the devil that you recently bought or not, but
Looks pretty close to it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it's the same or different, but we're gonna show you that. When you asked me about the monster sap, I told you that I had this crazy knockoff.
Oh, the knockoff. That's funny.
So I thought I'd bring it.
Chris sold me the monster sap yesterday.
Did you find one? Awesome.
Yeah.
Food fight.
This is cool though.
Line of toys, they're all like.
If you have questions, let me know.
That's pretty amazing. Is this the one that you don't know how to price or anything?
I mean I'm gonna start at $1,000 and see what happens. I just don't know. I mean, I think a sealed monster sap is like what $500-600 now. I think, but they were bringing over $1,000. It's the only one I've ever seen. Like I've not been able to find like.
Man, that's wacky.
None of the research that I've been able to do. Can I find a second one anywhere? It's sealed. It's crazy.
What year is that from? 1993. I'll be honest. I want it, so let me walk around and think about it and stuff like that.
One of my favorite pickups from the show actually happened the day before when my good friend Chris, better known as VHS Crypt, just happened to have something that I've been looking for a long time. Monster sap.
My, where did you get all that money?
I have a lot of grandmothers.
Oh, well, that explains it.
After reading some of the comments, I was kind of surprised to learn that a lot of people didn't even know that these really existed. They thought they were just a prop for Home Alone 2, which obviously they were, but then Tiger Electronics came along, got a license, and they actually made them and released them. You certainly don't see them very often, especially with the actual soap bottle itself. You'll see the heads every now and then, and they're still going to run you a couple $100 usually. There's a couple different colors as far as the head variations go. This is the one I wanted, the actual green variation that you see in the movie itself that Kevin McAllister picks up. And I did just notice that there's actually some left in here because you can kind of hear it shaking around. Pretty rare, definitely obscure, and I am super excited to add this to the collection.
I think like 20 a piece on those, or
what are they?
They're metal men, kind of like I think they're like pre Micronauts, but like they're heavier.
Yeah, that's what I was curious. But I picked them up. At first, I was thinking Micronauts because I was thinking that's what that one was.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is. I think those are like a JCPenney thing.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but
heavy.
Yeah, they're very heavy.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
They're kind of neat. I don't know. I always pick them up in Micronauts lots.
Okay.
So guys, this is a Salesman sample muscle mutt. This is for my personal collection. I don't really want to sell it, but I was told that Hoosier Collecticon, you got to bring the Grails. So I'm at Ohio Nerd on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I knew I had to bring the Grails, so took it out of the personal collection to bring it out. Now the regular production puppets, they have white teeth. This one has silver teeth, and it's one of the only known ones that ever have silver teeth.
So how do you know what you know of that?
So this comes originally from an employee.
Okay.
I've also talked to other muscle mutt collectors, talked to them, got their opinions, and that's pretty much the conclusion we've come to on that.
It's pretty awesome. I can't begin to tell you how many people told me they were at Hoosier Collecticon hunting for muscle mutts, and I do know a few people were lucky enough to snag some, but that piece from Warren, the Ohio nerd, the Salesman sample, absolutely unbelievable. I would love to be able to add something like that to the collection. Well out of my price range, unfortunately, but very, very cool to see. I was, however, able to use this weekend to snag a pretty rare muscle mutts piece of my own. My friend Ulysses from King's Cave 80, he's pretty much who I consider the king of muscle mutts. He actually proposed a pretty interesting trade. He drove up from Texas with his crew. We met the day before at my office, right before vendor setup, and kind of got things rolling. I did have to trade away something that was pretty important to me, but I got to walk away with something called the Muscle Mutts Story Bible, a very early piece in the history of muscle mutts. As you can see here, there are actually 5 dogs, and inside here is kind of an outline of what seems to be maybe a cartoon idea to go along with the actual Muscle Mutts line itself. This thing features character outlines and locations and just very early ideas. I would be shocked if there's another one of these in existence. And for a guy that thought he would never even own a standard production muscle mutt, it's a pretty crazy piece that I'm now the caretaker for.
So these are super rare.
Okay.
Okay. Right here.
All right.
It's the set.
It's pretty cute.
It's Greatest American Hero, but like there was also a car. I'll never find the car, but Tim said it's a really good price that the guy gave me.
Okay.
It's 600 for it.
Let's do it.
Maybe.
Let's do it.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Why?
Oh, you're a bad influence too. 600.
I was just about to say, it has your name written all over it.
Look, it says Froggy, and it's a gremlin, it says. It's Froggy the Gremlin.
That's excellent.
It's only 50.
Smiling and
50.
Come on, dude.
I like
sit it down.
I like those though. I like those over there. An ear?
I've had it for 5 years. It's Don Post.
Okay.
I've had it for 5 years, never been able to find another one.
Oh my gosh.
It's a Don Post ear.
That's amazing.
So no clue what year?
No clue.
Because Don Post could be 70s or it could be 2000s, right?
Yeah, it's definite 70s
not
based on
2000s.
the collection it came from. Definite 70s. I just don't know. I've never found another one. Never seen another one.
So what kind of price do you put on that?
I haven't yet.
Okay. Well, let me know when you do.
I will do.
That's pretty cool. Real quick, can I show my wife that?
This is the wife?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's talking me into
Froggy.
things.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a bad influence. Oh my gosh.
See, I got the regular monster sap yesterday, so then this would be like the one no one has.
Truly. I'm not sure if you can even find a photo of it.
And it's like, look, it just has a little bit of the package off.
Yeah, probably just like shrunk over
Oh, and
time.
it glows. The spots glow in the dark.
Oh, they glow in the dark even?
I did not know that for all the years that I've had it, and I brought it inside so that it wouldn't freeze, and I saw that it
Was glowing.
yeah, just a little
You
spot.
charged it by it being like in the light.
All right. Anyone else looking at it?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Talk soon.
Sean Hill loved it, but I don't think he's
I don't think Sean's popping on it.
Yeah, probably.
At one point, I took my wife Sarah around to show her some of the bigger items that I was considering, thinking maybe she would try to talk me out of some things here and there. Turns out that she was just a huge enabler that did not make the decisions any easier. But towards the end of the show, I did decide that my biggest cash purchase was going to be the Flexatron lot from John and Onice, knocking off 3 of the 6 figures at one time with a level of completeness you just don't see very often. It was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up. Not to mention the condition these things are in, it's just not something that I was going to see again anytime soon, or ever. Within that same lot, I was able to get a weapon for my Speclatron Demon, and as luck would have it, my friend Charlie, who I had a booth set up next to that I did trade after trade after trade with throughout the day, he had wound up with 1 additional complete Flexatron figure, which brought my total up to 4, all in one day, which is something that just does not happen. And right as things were really starting to wind down and we were packing up, my friend Sean from Toxic Slob came to let me know that Troy from Star Pop Vintage might just be willing to take $600 on the weird Monster Sap knockoff thing that no one knows anything about.
Troy! He's got the cash, brother.
I heard we could do 6.
I will do 6. Only for you.
Okay.
There it is, like right there.
All right.
But I do
Double count that.
Can I make sure I get a shout out for the store?
Absolutely. What is it?
Star Pop Vintage and Modern in Cleveland, Ohio. Definitely, if anybody's out our way, hope they'll come visit.
Star Pop?
Star
cool
Pop
store.
Vintage and Modern. We're active on Facebook, or you can find us on Google.
Cool.
We do a lot of shows, so you gotta check the Facebook, see if we're in or not. But
I mean, if they
always
have stuff
buying
like
and
that,
selling.
come
always
on.
buying and selling.
Come on.
Thanks, Killer.
It's cool.
Congrats.
Cool, thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Sean, for
Thank you.
thanks for making it happen, Sean.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
Look at that
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know. I mean,
I got the Monster Sap and
a
this.
fair price.
I think
it's
so.
so
I
hard
mean,
to say. So
yeah.
hard to say. You're gonna be the only one that's got it, as far as I can tell.
It just comes down to like, what do you feel comfortable paying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I love it.
He debated if he was even going to sell it, period.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know.
I probably owned it for 20 years or so. It's not like until we talked about it at Toy Ohio, I wasn't even really thinking about it. And I was like, well,
I love it. Thanks, man.
Thank
awesome.
you. Thanks for the show as well.
Of course. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate that, man.
So not only did Hoosier Collecticon enable me to walk away with the Monster Sap that I have been hunting for a long time, I was also able to grab this weird KO bedtime monster repellent. If you look on the back, you can see that they pretty much had the exact same function, so it was clearly a knockoff. Whereas the Monster Sap is a foaming soap, the bedtime monster repellent is a cotton candy scented air mist, probably supposed to give kids good dreams or something. Now, something kind of funny did happen. If you had searched on WorthPoint for this, or TerraPeak, or a Google search or anything, you're not gonna find it. However, when I got back, I did search on eBay just as a kind of a last-ditch effort, and one had magically just been posted. Now, the listing made no mention of Home Alone or Monster Sap or knockoff or anything like that, so I do feel like there was a big missed opportunity for the seller. And I don't normally buy stuff on eBay, but I could not let the other bottles sit there for $39.99, I think it was. So now I may be the only individual on earth that has 2 sealed jars of 1993 bedtime monster repellent. Now, let me be clear. I don't think that makes the first bottle a bad deal whatsoever. It's a pretty niche item that's very interesting that only the right kind of person was going to pay up for. Me in this case. But I do think it makes the second bottle a pretty good deal and makes for some interesting trade fodder. Anyone want to trade for a bedtime monster repellent? So in conclusion, it was an absolutely amazing show. I wish I could show you everything. Like I said, this is basically just a snapshot from my perspective. I will finish by saying, if you have a passion for these rare vintage toys like Tim and I do, then please consider joining us on September 14th, 2025, Greenfield, Indiana at the Hancock County Fairgrounds for Hoosier Collecticon 3. This show was absolutely amazing. I cannot even imagine what HC3 is going to be like.
Can I give you this? I made this for you.
Thanks, man. You made this?
Yeah, 3D printed it.
That's really cool.
It's like for a desk.
Cool, man. What's your name?
My name's Andy.
Andy, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, I did not even notice that part. That's really cool. Thanks, man.
That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye.